Welcome back to Cloudy with a Chance of Faygo. This is episode 10, and today we got a super special guest, Insane E. Everybody introduce yourself.
What's up? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Necrotic. That's Insane. And fucking, he's a. Let me see if I get this right. You're a rapper also as the artist for MNE, correct?
Yeah, I'm head of design for the record label, and other various bands outside of the record label. So yeah, Magic Ninja is my main job. I also rap occasionally.
Yep. He's got a new album coming out, and I believe that the record releases tonight, right? For Earth.
Tomorrow. The actual digital release is the 24th, which is my birthday. So
hell yeah, happy birthday, early birthday.
Thank you. That's yeah. Well, next Thursday we'll be dropping that on digital. It'll be up on all digital outlets midnight. Wednesday night, midnight. But I got the physicals in hand. I picked them up the other day.
That holographic,
shiny and looking awesome, man. Fuck it.
So a little bit of staleness that came with that though is the manufacturer put the holographic covers on the inside, so you can't even see them unless you open it. So that kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, but he misunderstood what I asked for. But I'm not going to go through all of them and unwrap them and fix them. Okay. A lot of people said they just want to keep them the way they are. So
yeah. When it comes to physical copies, a lot of people don't even open them anymore. It's
right?
Yeah.
I can't even play a CD anymore. I don't have nothing in my house that'll play a fucking CD. So,
dude, so many people say that shit to me and stuff. I'm an old school dude, so like I got CD players everywhere. I got 3 in my room. I got a fucking car from 2006 that still got a fucking CD player, So I still bumping that shit.
I didn't even know there was a CD player in my car. The homie hit the eject button, and the whole screen
like hidden in there.
And it was fucking hidden in there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I threw my CD in that bitch.
So when you go, go ahead. I was just gonna say,
when you're making an album, do you initially start out with like a concept, or do you just start making songs and then it kind of like hits like the same thing and you put it together?
I mean, generally I'll start off with an idea. Like my last full-length Scales started off being titled Anomaly, was what the original name of the album was, and then that one took me so many years to get together and finally put it out last year. But it turned into Scales throughout the process because it started to evolve more into about the balance of good and bad and life, light and dark, and things like that. So I retitled it along the way. But with the Earth, the new one, I had the concept in my head before I started writing. So it's only 6 tracks, by the way. So it's just an EP, but powerful, I would say. But yeah, I started writing after I had the concept for this one done. I haven't done a real concept album in a long time. And since I was doing I did some horrorcore stuff back in the day, like 2011, 2012, with my group, the Gemini Project. And, that when it's basically, if I hear a beat, I like it, I start coming up with an idea for that beat, I'll write the song, and if it fits the project, then it fits the project. Right now I have probably 6 or 7 tracks that didn't go on Scales that will go on my next one after this. So, it just depends on the mood and, the timing of it. So.
I feel that.
Yeah. What do you normally do? Is it similar or?
I do one concept album a year. It's a Valentine's Day album, but life's hard, so I don't drop it on Valentine's Day. I just drop it whenever the fuck it's done. But I do one romance themed album a year.
That's cool.
Want to call it romance.
Yeah, I dropped. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. All of my albums have the same vibe, all the way through. You could listen to it and tell that the songs belong together. But when it comes to a subject or subject matter, it's kind of all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of what I do is very chaotic process. It's just what feels right in the moment. I don't really try to, stick myself in any kind of box. I like the whole Valentine's Day thing. I actually released my last album, not my previous album, Art of Blau, dropped on Valentine's Day in 2014. That was fucking forever ago.
Yeah, I dropped an album called Buffalo Billy's Love Pit. The next one's dropping on
Yeah, I've seen that.
The next one's dropping on August 1st, which is probably as far away from Valentine's Day as you can get, but it took a while. I worked with people. It's really tough getting a track like engineered when it's like you're not in the room with them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Especially if you're a perfectionist like me, it just turns into like a lot of back and forth. And then eventually, like, I'm happy with how the album sounds right now, but I do think it could sound better. But I'm just tired of the back and forth. I'm gotta figure out a different fucking system.
Talking about sandpaper, we did a cipher, Dopey and I, for a song about jerking off with sandpaper, and there's like 8 people on the cipher, so we all had to send our verses in, and getting it all mixed and mastered with all of us having different mics and shit. It's difficult.
Yeah,
when you're working with so many pieces, it's hard to really pull it all in and ring it in.
Yeah, I do plan on giving everybody like their own version of sandpaper, where it's just like me and them, and they could release it on their platform or whatever. But yeah, I've just been crazy fucking busy. I've been doing animation. I've been working on dropping this new album. I got another album called Shutter, which is in the chamber, and we've been fucking getting that all fucking scooped up or whatever. So it's just been crazy. Been crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's like I didn't even have this one completely done yet, and I'm already like full force into my next one. So like the next full length album, I already got ads and shit made for it, and like I'm gonna drop the promo flyer for the first time at the release party tomorrow. But sneak peek.
Ooh, sneak peeks.
Jesus.
That's
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It says Technology 1. Like and share to be saved.
Hell yeah.
I should make more flyers. I have stickers or whatever, but like I have these bitches that I carry everywhere with me, and I just get these out, and it has all my links. It has my book, my YouTube, my fucking Instagrams, all the things.
Those come in handy for sure. I definitely printed up some QR code some QR code stickers and some things like that. And I don't do the flyers as often as I used to, but I'm starting to try to get back into like promoting online is not what it used to be. In the last 10 years, it's different now. And I think if we take it back to the street promo, it might do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I put up an event page for the release party, and it got decent, numbers, but not where I feel like it could be if I was out actually like around the city that it's going to be at and letting people in the area know what's happening, being actually out in public and getting out away from my fucking desk for a change and going and doing actual promo like we used to do back in the days. And I feel like that should come back in as a thing. The street teamers for MNE and the street teamers for, like LLE and everybody, they're all still doing that heavily. My homie in Columbus, Bat Dan, promos for everybody down there and heavily. Like he's always putting posters and flyers up, and it's working. So I feel like that's got to come back. And if you don't put money into advertising on Facebook or anything, it doesn't really get seen. And I don't have the kind of money to just throw at that, But
Facebook promotion's weird, especially when it comes to like underground stuff, because if you have any kind of vulgarity in it, it'll get shelved,
shadow banned. So
put the money into it. And so I do agree that my bad. I do agree that the flyers is a good idea, but honestly, when it comes to online promotion, the best way to do it is just to put in the footwork and message everybody, which I know sounds crazy, but honestly, like, my numbers are what they are strictly because I do that. I've never paid for promotion or anything like that, but you could find me in fucking 5,000 people's inboxes on a fucking monthly basis for sure.
And I'm sure people get annoyed by it, but it's still like the few that don't, or the few that do get annoyed by it, who cares? And then the few that actually click the link and are interested in what you're doing. And if there are people personally, that helps too, but they don't always see your posts. So it's like you're not hurting anything by doing that.
As long as you're personable, I don't think anybody gives a fuck. Like I always message people first and ask how they're doing before I start promoting. You know what I'm saying? That way, like, if somebody's fucking grandma just died or some shit, then
you don't want to be shoving it down their throat when you're going through some hard times.
Yeah. Then I could be the homie, and then fucking the music will eventually pop up. Like eventually, someone's gonna ask me how I'm doing. And how I'm
there
doing
you go.
is fucking busy because I've been working on music. And so, like, yeah, it's all just about messaging people and being like, hey, what's up? How are you? And then the few that do reply, hey, I'm doing this, hey, I'm doing that, stay personable with it. And then your music will get brought up because it's part of what you're doing anyway.
Mm.
That's how I do it anyway.
I still,
I don't do enough of the messaging. I tend to stay out of my fucking inbox because it's just sometimes it gets overwhelming. But
Yeah, it
um,
gets super overwhelming, that's for sure. It's
um,
I have like major ADHD, so like when I am productive, I set up like 3 different like stations for myself that I can cycle through. And so one of them is like my inbox and messaging a bunch of people, and then I'll also do like animation, and then I'll also work on like writing or something.
animation, that's something I want to get into.
yeah.
Ooh, it's fun, buddy. I'm fucking into it deep.
My
Time
homie over here
consuming.
is doing like 1,600 frames, or how many frames is it per
Right,
3-minute
right,
video?
right now I'm animating at 12 frames per second, so a 3-minute video is somewhere like a 714, somewhere around like 2000
Yeah,
2000
Dopey did
frames.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
the song X for me. He did the lyric video for it, which Ajax produced. Actually, shout out to
Oh yeah,
Ajax.
shout out to Ajax.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah, he's the homie.
that's the homie
Yeah,
for
Hell
and
yeah.
sure.
fucking, it came out fucking awesome, dude. If you get a second, fucking check it out later. This shit's fire. So if you ever
Fuck
want
yeah.
homie over here to do it, dude, he does a great
What's it?
fucking
What's it
job.
called?
The song is called X, just straight up X, and then my rap name.
I need to add that to my Dopey Video Productions fucking playlist. Actually,
It's almost at the 50 likes, so we could put it on the website, the uncensored version. A lot of titties and ass.
Yeah, Ajax did a couple beats on my last album, Scales.
Yeah.
I've been he's been a good friend of mine for many years.
Yeah, I've known him when I was like, younger. I used to go buy weed off him all the time.
Yeah,
And then
sounds about
fucking,
right.
we opened up for Twisted on the Certified Psychos Like 2 tour, and I didn't know Ajax was there. And now, next thing you know, he walks through the door, and I'm like, oh shit, dude,
Is
I
that the
haven't
one
seen
up
you in
at
forever.
was that Grand Rapids or where was that at?
It was Lansing, I think it was.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You're right. Yep, I
Yeah.
was there. I didn't perform that one, but I was there.
Yeah, and well, thankfully, fucking, I guess my shit was all formatted wrong, so he brought his laptop and he helped me format it on the spot so I could still play the fucking show, and I was like,
That's
dude,
dope.
I was so thankful. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy, for sure.
Yeah, he is. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
do you know who Jude Law is?
The actor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know who Kate Winslet is?
of course.
Sweet. So in a fight to the death, who do you think would win?
Interesting. I mean, I don't know much of their shit. I know Jude Law from Captain Marvel, really, and I know Kate Winslet from Titanic is about all I know.
So when I say Jude Law, I automatically think Sherlock Holmes. I think Jude
Okay,
Law
yeah.
Sherlock Holmes, but Jude Law in the he's a little more muscly in that, but that's still fine. But yeah, and then when I think Kate Winslet, I think fucking Titanic.
Well,
for sure.
Yeah.
I would say I'm gonna say Kate Winslet wins that one.
Hell yeah, I agree. I think that it would be, if I could see any 2 celebrities fight to the death, it would be fucking Kate Winslet versus Jude Law.
That's interesting. I mean, is there a reason?
I just think that fucking it would be a good ass fight. Like,
It'd be
Celebrity
pretty fun
death
every
match.
now and
Are we
then,
bringing back the MTV celebrity death matches?
Hell yeah.
Bring that shit back. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
before you guys' time. That was
Oh no, that was
way
right in the
back.
pocket.
Yeah, it was right in the pocket for sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love fucking Celebrity Deathmatch. Ice
Marilyn
Cube wanted to
Manson,
remake it, but
Yeah, why wouldn't they let him? What the fuck? That's some bullshit. I was excited for that.
That'd be
money's
crazy if
weird
he was
when it
behind
comes
it,
to streaming services now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to
Yep.
share 2 different screens, but I guess 4 is our max. It's good to know.
Oh.
Am I freezing up? I think I'm fine. Okay.
Fine. But yeah, if you could see any 2 celebrities fight to the death, who would it be?
I'm just gonna go with. I don't fucking know. Yeah, put me on the spot.
I'm still gonna go with Hospital and Brock Lesnar forever.
John Bernthal and Jason Statham.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna give it to John all day.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Punisher
he's
wins.
gonna- But it would be fun to see Jason Statham get the shit kicked out of him.
You know he could take a beating in real life, not just in the movie. You know that dude could take a beating.
My favorite answer to this question was given to me by the homie Dubs. But if he could see any two people fight to the death, it would be Warwick Davis and Jason Momoa.
Holy shit. Now, does Warwick have all of the characters that he's played's powers, like the Leprechaun?
That's so funny. You're not the first person to ask that, and I will allow it.
All right. So he could just, I don't know, fucking pull some Leprechaun shit on him.
I still think Jason Momoa is just gonna get him one good kick to the chest, just cave in his little butt,
And then he's done. Yeah. 300 style. This is Sparta.
Yeah, for real. I would pay to watch it. I would pay a good $300 to watch Jason Momoa.
Aquaman versus Willow? I mean,
hell yeah.
Mad Mardigan.
I'll get you.
Love me some Warwick Davis. He was in fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy too. As he was in the Marvin robot.
Yeah, he's in a lot of good shit. This is super fucking obscure reference, but I really like this show called 10th Kingdom. I want to say it's from like back in the early 90s. It's like a little mini series, but he's in that shit. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
It's about this chick who like lives in New York and she accidentally falls through a portal that goes into these like other 9 kingdoms, and the 9 kingdoms are like fucking, I don't know, like Hansel and Gretel, Snow White, fucking old. Like,
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Like old like German, what's that, like Grimm's brother shit?
Yeah.
And fucking yeah, but the mirror, they're traveling through like magic mirrors or whatever. That's what the portal was, and her fucking mirror breaks, so she's got to go find a different one, and it's good.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. You said 10 Kingdoms?
Yeah, it's called the 10th Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Everett, thank you, man.
It's based off of a book series too. They only made the show out of like one book. I really wish they did all 3, but the books are super fucking good too.
Hell yeah.
I'd want to see Nick Cage go toe to toe with somebody. Nick Cage fucking wild out on somebody.
Just get a straight up face off. Just go fucking
John Travolta.
Nick
Dude,
Cage.
yeah, dude. John Travolta, Nick Cage. Fuck, dude. I'd put money on it.
You're going to take his face.
Review that shit.
But yeah, 17 Bulls actually started with the idea of promoting something called Televised Fight to the Death for Money.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Which is like my little brain baby. But it's pretty much just like there are people in this world that I would love to fight, but they won't fight me. But I do think that if I walked up to them and offered them a specific amount of money, they would fight me, right? Like, how could you say, like, if I walked up to you and was like, "Do you want to fight?" You'd be like, "No." But I was like, "What if I give you $600?" You'd be like, "Yeah, maybe I'll fight you for $600." You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has like a threshold, and like the point of Televised Fight to the Death for Money is to like find that threshold and also fight to the death.
Now,
I would watch it.
You have to win for the money.
Sure.
You have to win for the money, or do you just get the money just for fighting? Because I'll let a motherfucker kick my ass for $600. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it cool if I go through the kind of like the training for it?
Yeah, sure. I don't care. Yeah, check it out.
17 Bulls. Let me make sure that it is all right. Boom. All right.
You actually have the training regimen fucking written up?
Yeah, it's on my website.
Wild. That is wild. I love it.
Hello. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank you for joining our team. You truly are an irreplaceable cog within our sultry apparatus of freedom. Here at 17 Bulls, there are a few facets of life that we hold close to our hearts, characteristics such as respect and a good sense for the art of music. We believe that every tough blow can be softened with a blunt, but most of all, we believe in televised fight to the death for money. During today's training course, I will walk you through exactly what televised fight to the death for money is, what to expect, and most of all, how everyone can benefit from mutual combat. So, what is televised fight to the death for money? It's a simple process that we have broken down into 4 steps. The first step is the proposal. Fighter A approaches Fighter B with an offer they cannot refuse. Normally, this offer sounds something like, I will pay you X amount of dollars to participate in televised fight to the death of money for me. If fighter B accepts the proposal, then we move to a mediation. If fighter B denies the proposal, then they're obviously a scared bitch who's not worth your time. Let's move on to the mediation. During the mediation, we will provide each fighter with a TFDM certified negotiator. Our negotiators are trained to open up pathways of communication between the fighters to better help them compromise on weaponry, armor, terrain, range, and perks. Our negotiator's main objective is to draw this process out for at least 1 hour. We are optimistic that if both fighters are contained in a calm environment with open communication, that they will come to an agreement that a fight to the death isn't necessary, and all they really need to do is talk it out. If this conclusion is not reached, then we move on to step 3, the fight. It is our promise to the fighter that the arena will match the standard set up in mediation. For example, if our fighters agreed on a sword fight with no armor in the desert, starting 40 feet away from each other while high on crack, we will make sure the arena, weaponry, armor, and perks are properly provided. 2 people enter, 1 person leaves. Which leads us to step 4, the victory. If fighter A wins the fight, they get to keep their money. They will also get a set of TFDM champion brass knuckles as a trophy. If fighter B wins the fight, they get the cash prize as well as a set of champion brass knuckles as a trophy. In today's society, there's too much dumbass bullshit going on. People hiding behind their screens, hiding behind laws that allow them to cause pain with minimal repercussion. Together, we can end it. We can restore honor to the common man who has to bite his tongue and restrain his clenched fist to shit-talking, egotistical pussies who infect our world. Either way, either they accept your challenge or they deny it, and you know they're a scared little bitch who isn't worth your time. Now is our time. Support the TFDM today. And then there's a donation link. For anybody who believes in the cause. We'll get there one day.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking that like we got to start on like a boat in like international waters.
Yeah.
And then like
There's
stream
no laws
on
there.
some sort of like underground, what's that, the dark web or whatever. But
Shang Tsung gonna fly out of nowhere and just be like, finish him.
Quan Chi,
probably start. There's got to be like an audience. There's an audience for sure, and I know I want to do it.
And this is when we at the Thunderdome. This is when this all goes down. That's what I think. We're just in the middle of the set. It's all right. Time for Telefies fight to the death for money.
Telefies fight to the death.
That would make for the perfect first fucking, because it's their first festival. So it's like, what better way to kick off a festival than music and fucking whooping each other's ass? That's what I think.
Hell
Get some death metal band to do like the theme song for it.
Fuck yeah. Get Cannibal Corpse all up in there.
I fucking booked Razakel last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Opening for her or hosting the show and opening for her in November 17th.
Hell yeah.
Hey, shout out to Razakel. I did a track with her several years ago.
Hell yeah. I don't have any tracks with her. I did hit her up when I first started making music with like the most disgusting song for her to collab on, and she was like, bro, there's no way I'm doing this with you. And at the time I was like, what? But as an adult, I totally understand. But I was fucking 18 and fucking just making the weirdest shit. So
it wasn't Yuck, was it?
No, it was this song called Come Fuck the Stank Box. Pretty much about using semen as lubricant to fuck butts. And I feel like when she heard it, she had the same reaction as Insane E just had her. She was just like,
holy shit.
The balls to hit up somebody and ask them to be on that song, though.
I mean, crazier shit has happened.
I mean, I was stoked about Sandpaper when I got the Sandpaper idea, and that was pretty out there.
I grew up listening to Razakel, like Murder Potion, fucking dude, Pornographic Blasphemy with her and Satanic was my jam. And so I just kind of thought that it would be chill. And now realize that there's like a specific amount of intimacy that comes with music, and you can't just be asking people to do crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, some people would say yes, some people wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do something on back in the day we did shit like the Butthole song and shit like like Fuck 'em in the Streets and all these kind of things. Like the shit I make nowadays is just it's a little different, and I don't know that I could do that kind of shit anymore. I don't know if that's just
Yeah,
because I changed the way I look at things, or I'm looking at these kids coming up, listening to the stuff that I really, I'm trying to, I don't know, provide a a different perspective, I think.
make like an
Right.
impact sort of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there's
I feel
plenty of
that.
that old classic stuff that'll make you fucking want to, I don't know, scrub your ears out with a steel wool or something.
Yeah.
But,
I like to do a little both, but somebody hit me with the thing the other day. Like, I don't listen to Necrotic no more because now you're a joke rapper. I'm like, what do you mean I'm a joke rapper? Sometimes I just like to rap about gross shit, and other times it's serious.
well, no, yeah, I
But,
mean, it's all part of the art. You just are doing what you do, and
yeah,
that's that. There's nothing wrong with just making the music that you want to make, however you want to make it.
true that.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
the truth.
everybody
Like, there's
got
no wrong
moods,
answer, like there's so many fucking different things that people could give their attention to, and so just instead of trying to appeal to anybody, just do what you do, and
Exactly.
if you love it, everything will work out. You know what I'm saying? If you put that into it, I think.
If it's real, they'll come to it. And even if you got
Yeah.
a song that like not that many people fuck with, I always thought of this, like, if it's got like a solid message or whatever, or it just means something to anybody, even if like it's down by like 5,000 views or something from another one, still there's like 500 people that listen to it and play it all the time. That means something to them, and it's like done a lot for them, So it's still doing something. It's still pushing shit forward.
But and then those fucking horror tracks are always good too to have in the mix.
Dude.
So like I just did a track with a dude called Snide Whip. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's me, him, and Kung Fu Vampire, and we did. Oh shit! He's setting off the fire alarm.
Oh god! Oh lordy!
I was wondering when it would happen.
Yeah, I don't know when that track's coming out, but it's about us being vampires, pretty much. Not like it's like a Night Stalker type shit. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Like Richard Ramirez Night Stalker type shit, or
no, more like just like Creatures of the Night type thing. Like fucking it's about being a vampire. I don't know when it's coming out, but I did another track that's like all about like I rapped about like some Resident Evil shit and some game shit. So it's like as long as you're having fun with it, I think, and enjoy what you're doing, there's no wrong answer.
It's true. It's all artistic. True.
I did a song once where I combined Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell and Shutter Island.
Oh, wow.
That was just the concept of the song.
Interesting. Shutter Island, is that like Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah. It's also a book written by Dennis Lehane. I really like the book. The movie was super good, but the book is way better. And so the song was more based off of the book than the movie, but yes. And then Stranger Than Fiction, I don't know if that's based off of a book. I did base that one off the Will Ferrell movie. But yeah, it came out. There was this, but I just mostly did it because I wrote this bar that was something like a real Ferrell, Will Ferrell with chrome barrels whose own peril is parallel with time apparel. Yep. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. So I built the whole song around it. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. So fucking, how long you been making music? Forever?
This year's 20 years.
20 years.
Last year was 20 years. Last year was 20 years.
You got advice about fucking longevity and all that good shit?
Yes.
Everything is about how hard you hustle, and it's all about putting in the work. Don't expect anything to get handed to you. I think that be a true artist. Do it because you love it, and if something good comes out of it, then fucking something good will come out of it. Like if you put the effort in, it'll pay off. And I see a lot of people. I'm not going to say any names, but they'll do one thing and then they get to a certain point and then they just expect everything else to be handed to them, like because they put in their time or whatever. It's like you never put in enough time until you're dead. You gotta fucking work for what you want to do. And I think that there were times over the past 20 years that I wanted to give up. I wanted to be done. I'm like, I don't know if the music life is what I want anymore. For at one point, I never actually threw in the towel. I just kept recording when I felt like recording, and never, deleted Pro Tools or never got rid of my studio and shit. I just took some time on scales, and just it took me a while to get it done, but you just got to keep working. And that was mainly because I was busy doing design work like nonstop. The design work is still nonstop every fucking day. Like sometimes I'll be sitting at this desk for 14 hours a day. So, minimal breaks. And that's just me, just my work ethic. I think that is, put the heart into what you're doing is what I would tell a lot of people out there that are doing it. And just, you don't put yourself where you're not welcome. Don't go barking out doors that just because you think you've done something, you got to weigh in. It's like, you got to really just do the work. Not worry about where it's going to get you, like, I don't know.
Like focus on the art, not the destination, sort of a deal.
Right.
You just described my whole life, honestly, like for real. Right. I mean, I don't do designs, I do animation or whatever, but that same
fucking it's similar. Yeah.
What do you do? What do you make? So you make like logos or?
So I'll do album designs for Twisted Blaze, ROC. I don't handle like A&B because Bones usually handles their stuff, and I do a lot of Boondocks stuff, album designs, merch designs, everything MNE is all usually me, unless we outsource for like a shirt design from like 8 Legs or somebody. We'll get a design or two from other artists occasionally, and then we'll throw those in the mix. But 90% of the merchandise that comes out of MNE is all my design. So I'm working with Jamie a lot on that side of things, and we pretty much just are constantly busting out shit. I'm working on Chronicon, which is a Kevin Smith event in Chicago in October. I'm doing the design work for all of that. Astronomicon, all this shit.
Do you use Adobe for that, or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's mainly Photoshop, but Illustrator and Photoshop are my best friends right now.
No, I love that shit because the artist that I use to make my album arts, he uses Photoshop. I also have Photoshop, After Effects, all that good shit. And so like when he sends me my album art, it's not just like the art. He'll send me the PSD files.
Yeah, you got all the layers.
Then I got all the layers. Then I fuck with it and make different styles of merch. That shit's fucking dope. Do you do shit like that? Or no, you're giving it the bigger. Okay, yeah, okay.
All the time. Yeah. So sometimes we'll get artwork from artists, and then Jamie wants to see some changes to it, and they usually give me the layered files, and I work on their files, like that a lot, and I have to send my layered files to our other guys because we have another couple guys that do stuff for us on the outside of things. So it's really, I'm basically the hub of the design side of the label, and then we have helpers, or people, not helpers, but like people that work with us, to make shit happen. So
that's dope. So you're only like a step away from animation, then you're like right there.
I've been a designer since, officially since like 2008. I went to school for graphic design, but I've been an artist my whole life, and I've been in and out of the animation side of things, and I just have no patience for it. Is why I haven't done it.
Dude, I'm so submerged into it right now that I see keyframes in everything.
It's like, overwhelming.
And outside my window, and I'm like, oh, I could put a word on that branch, and it would move with the wind right now. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm thinking about how to keyframe it, and I'm like,
everything you see is about it. Yeah, that's how it is with me in design. I'm always looking at something, thinking like how I could do something similar, or thinking like, holy shit, that's a good idea. Not like, get inspired by everything that you see. It's always about the next creative process, whatever comes next. And for me, it's just nonstop. I mean, you can ask my girl, you can ask everybody that knows me. That's all I fucking do is work. So, But animation is on the list of things. I actually was looking up, there's a school right up the road that offers some classes. I was looking into going and taking some animation classes just to get hip to the fucking shit. I don't learn very well on like YouTube or anything. So like I need more like hands-on type stuff.
Yeah,
really
I feel that. I'm more of like an read the instructions kind of guy. So I learned through ChatGPT mostly.
Yeah. It's probably not something I couldn't do. I just I feel like going and taking the classes will make me put a little more effort into it, you know.
Yeah.
On my end of things because of how I learn, I guess. But
no, that totally makes sense. I mean, I had to revert. Was using YouTube videos at first because ChatGPT hasn't existed the whole time, but my game has really stepped up since that shit. Since I started fucking with it.
True that.
And you're like when I went to school in 2008 for design. Before that, all of my shit was very simple using like Adobe or Microsoft Paint and this off-brand Jask Paint Shop Pro program. I didn't know Photoshop until I went to this school, and as soon as I learned that shit, as soon as I learned how to do what I did, and I was like one of the top of my class and fucking 4.0 high honors and shit, and I learned so much in the 2 years that I was there, and I turned it into my career. It just became everything I do now. And so with George hit me up after I worked at Psychopathic for 3 years doing design work. And then when everything started getting kind of shitty with things for me there, I was, trying to find work, and George was like, "Hey, you want to do some Twisted designs?" It's like, you can work for whoever you want. We don't care who you work for. I was like, fuck yeah. I did a couple of designs. I did 3 designs to start with. And then he's like, I'll keep you busy. And that was 2013, I think, 2012. And
So
since then, haven't been able to look back. It's just been it from there.
So did things get shitty for you at Psychopathic around the time that they had to pull merch due to like gang stuff, or was it a little deeper than that?
This was before that.
Okay.
It was just because of on my side of things, it was a lack of payment.
Okay.
So
that's
I'm like being expected to work and not getting paid for it when I should be, and there's a lot more that goes into that. But
I feel that.
I'm not trying to drag anybody through the dirt right now, but
I get it. I'm often on podcast situations where I'm like, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but this shit happens, and then I actually
it's not an uncommon thing you would hear, coming from that. I think so.
Dude, coming from the whole spectrum of the underground, it's not just like I'm not saying Psychopathic doesn't do it, but I don't think it's just Psychopathic. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely
we've all got burned a few times. I feel
and from people that you wouldn't even really expect it. Like every time I get a collab, I hear someone hits me up and they're like, I wouldn't get a collab from this person. They fucked me over, yada, yada. And I'm like, all right, well, it's worked out for me. Like I've collabed when I got my collab with Boondocks, someone hit me up, or a couple people hit me up saying some shit. And I was like, I don't know, dude. He seems really chill. We've been talking on Instagram. I think it's fine. And it worked out perfectly.
Oh yeah. They're good people. He's a good dude. Yeah, for sure.
And so
shout out Boondocks.
Shout out Boondocks.
Yeah, Scarecrow, baby.
Yeah. I'll be hitting him up I'm doing a sequel to the album that I had him on, so I want to have him on there.
Keep telling him.
You ever do any kind of like sequel albums or anything like that?
We did an album as No Clue. I was in a group called the No Clue Crew when I started doing music, 2004 through 2010-ish. But we're back to doing shit now. But anyways, our third album was called the Ninja Warlords versus the Blaolin Monks. And so it was a concept album to where it was me and Havoc were the ninjas and Gertie and PJ Bozak were the monks. And we had half an album each to fight back and forth with our raps. And it was dope. It was not, we didn't know what we were doing production wise, so it's not the best quality, but it's fucking epic. And
I like shit like that though. I don't know what you call like indie experimental or whatever, but I like shit like that.
Yeah.
But now we're working on some new shit that is like a sequel to that. So
that first project, was that before the Gemini project?
That was 2007 was when we released Ninjas versus Monks. I don't know. You might be able to download it on my website, therealinsaneeric.com. You can download some of my past albums that aren't on the digital outlets and are not for CD anymore. some of that shit's on my website. If you can download like the MP3s, it'll give you a zip file. But yeah. So you know,
Eric,
what's that?
The real insane Eric.com.
Yes, sir.
Sweet. I put it in the fucking comments. So
Fuck
check it out.
Yep. And yeah, fucking. We haven't worked together in who knows how long. You know, like since like 2010 or 2012. And they all just stopped kind of doing music for a while. You know, Havoc was still doing his own thing musically, but Gertie and Jay, they stopped fucking with music for a while. So I just went off on my own, did my own thing for however many years. And now the guys are in a place where they want to start working on stuff again. I brought the boys back together for my release party last year for the Scales release party. And we're doing a full set tomorrow at the Vortex in Akron for my release party for Earth. And yeah, shit's dope. So look forward to.
I've been thinking about having a release party for my new album, but I don't know.
It's just you know, I moved to Michigan and I'm kind of far away from my family now in Ohio, and so I usually book down there because that's where 90% of my fan base is anyway, and also my family's all down there, so it's nice to go down home when I can and do a hometown show. I'm trying to make it a yearly thing, but we'll see. You know, I think everything's going to go good tomorrow. I have a good feeling about it. Feel like the universe is on my side, you know. So
my least favorite
right now,
shows,
man, you're killing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My least favorite shows are the shows where I know everybody in the crowd. And so
well,
I feel like if I do an album release party, all my friends are gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
we packed the house last year for the Scales one. It was nice to see all the people come out for that one. And so it's like, yeah, it's definitely not. It's not weird for me because knowing everybody in the venue was nice. You know, like it's not awkward. I don't think, not for me anyway.
Dopey brought something up last time where you're like your friend's face when like when you miss a lyric or something, then you see it and you're like they know something, and then you're like, well, shit, fuck.
My brother's gonna be watching me like a hawk. He's gonna be on.
Bro, they know your mannerisms, and you know that they know that you know, and then you're looking at them and they make a little face. And
I mean, when you're up there having fun with it, though, you can just play it off like it didn't matter. You know, like I feel like I know maybe. You know, a lot of people I've seen will like stop and say restart the song or something like that, and I feel like you just got to roll with it, man. Sometimes you just got to roll with the fucking punches, and if like the mics or if the speakers cut out and you're just a cappella, just keep fucking rapping. Show that you can actually do it. You know, if you can't actually do it, then you probably shouldn't be on the stage doing it. So
I agree. No, yeah. Anytime I forget my verse or whatever, I just freestyle.
Right. You just got to play with it, man. Have fun. That's the whole point of it. And also, kick some ass.
Yeah, dude.
Were you going to say something, Necrotic?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think the most fun I've ever had playing was actually, you was on the bill too. It was for the Grotesque and Burlesque show fucking years ago.
Fuck yeah.
We played the same shit and like, dude, that was like the most fun night and fucking everybody killed it because everybody was having a fucking fun ass time, dude.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I fell off stage there for that one.
Did you really?
Yeah. My homies Chubbs and Nicole caught me in the front row. They were like, yeah, I hit the step and just fucking like off stage. But they caught me, threw me back up.
That was when it was at the old Miami, right? Am I thinking correctly?
The old Miami. That was 2 years ago. Okay, so I didn't actually get to perform that one. Because
you did one 2 years ago?
I did. I was supposed to headline it, and then they shut us off. They shut us down.
That's right. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Yeah.
So we got past curfew, and they fucking pulled the plug on it. I got like one song in. It was me and Zitro that wouldn't get to perform, and some of Alexi's girls didn't get to do their thing as well. And me and Zitro were talking, and we were like, we could split a set, we don't have to fucking do our whole sets. We can do this together. And like, he ended up saying, no, he was cool with me just doing it. And so I did one song and then they cut us off. Maybe not even a whole song.
Well, what was weird was that the Miami the year before that one, the first annual one, when I was playing that one too, they didn't give us a noise ordinance on that one, which was fucking weird. Then all of a sudden the next year they were being all weird about it. And I was like,
but last year, Lexi and Bam brought me back last year, to headline the one that was now out at Trixie's Bar in Hamtramck.
Yeah, I biffed
And
that one.
that's the one I fell off the stage at. So
I got you.
so that was dope. It was a nice little bar, so it was packed in there,
Yeah.
and it looked cool because you got a lot of people in this fucking bar, and it was a nice show. They had the outdoor patio open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a dope show. I like that a lot.
The Trixie's rules.
Shout out to Bam Bam and Lexi.
True that, dude. Family, dude. That's the cult, baby.
Fuck yeah. I just did the Tunaka Cabra show last weekend.
How was that? That shit looked awesome.
It was hot. It was hot.
It was hot.
And yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was definitely, the air conditioning was broken, I heard, and luckily I had my fan by my merch booth, so we were okay for most of the night. But it was hot as fuck, and the sound guy fucking sucked.
Yeah,
so
sound guys fucked a lot of shit up. Unfortunately,
he fucked everybody's shit up, and it badly. I guess he got wasted or something, or he was doing blow or something. I don't know what it was. I'm not gonna speculate. Allegedly, he was fucked up, and he fucked everybody up the whole fucking night, and we all rolled with it. We all fucking just did what we had to do. Everybody who came out seemed to have had a good time. So, shout out to all the people that made it out for that. Shout out to Cartoon and Enoch for throwing me on that shit. Shout out to the Michigan Misfits for hanging out with me all night. So, yeah, we had fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, a bunch of cool people at that show.
A lot of really good talent on that show, too, starting from the beginning. I think Ground Zero was the first one on, and I was really impressed with his set, regardless of the sound problems. But, top-notch performances, man. Underground is strong right now.
It is. It's very strong. Very strong.
I agree. Even with all the beefs that are going on.
Yes, very much so.
Which I find completely entertaining. I love that shit.
It is. It's a show. It might be a shit show, but it's a show.
Yes. I'll take a good beef any day. Fucking. I listened to that fucking Axe track like 100 times, man. And I don't got a problem with Twisted. I just like drama, I guess.
It's interesting. Yeah.
It's definitely interesting. I've been getting messages because of not really to go into it. I'm sure everybody knows about it, but the Gmo thing or whatever. Because I got a song with them from years back, and people are like threatening me and shit over messing around. I'm like, dude, I had this song like years ago or whatever.
Yeah, it's hard, man, because you don't know about some people until it's too late, and then when you've already linked up with them, it's like, what do? You're supposed to just fucking erase that piece of your history.
And I don't want to take that song off because that was a big part of my life, and like that meant something. It was like me taking my power back after some bullshit went on in a relationship.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a right answer there. It's just
Can I say some controversial shit real quick though?
Sure.
Hit that controversy.
Gmo's like 5 feet tall.
Yes.
She is bigger than him. What he did was fucked up, but I don't feel like it's the same thing as like a man beating his wife. I feel like it's a woman on woman violence. I feel like it was two women fighting each other, and it got escalated, and that's fucked up. I'm not condoning any of the actions. I'm just saying that I don't know what I'm saying.
It's an odd situation.
It's an odd situation. I cannot wait for him to actually be sentenced. He's out on bail right now. He paid 10% of $500,000 to get out on bail, which is pretty fucking nuts. And then trial is set for October 7th, I want to say. So I am being funny about it and reserving all my judgments until a judge judges.
Yeah, I don't know shit about shit.
I mean, that's the smart play. Is everybody on the internet obviously thinks they know what the fuck is going on, but nobody has a fucking clue.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, from me to you, nobody out there knows what the fuck they're talking about. There's like a small percentage of people who actually understand how shit works and what certain people can do in a situation like this, and you have to be by the book, because I'm telling you, when there's contracts involved and things like that, that's all I can say. I'm tired of reading all the shit of people who just think they have it figured out. Nobody has a fucking clue what's going on, and maybe some people do, but it's a lot more than people understand. You
Well,
know,
even when a lot of information came out, I was like, I'm sure there's a lot of misinformation. People just saying shit just to say
absolutely.
shit.
I've seen a lot of people
And I was
saying
like, how
slice
did
her
you
neck
guys
and
get this
shit, and
shit
that
out
was
of,
yeah. It's
Yeah.
a hard
The
thing to
charges
say.
that he's facing would coincide with or do coincide with this the slice on the neck. But again, I don't know, man.
See, I
I know
heard
a
that was
lot of
from them.
crazy people who would
Yeah.
fake that kind of shit for any kind of reason. And yeah, I
Yeah.
want to hear what a judge has to say about it before I'm like, this fool beat his lady, which, like, again, it's more like a lesbian beating her lady than a man, but it is what it is.
I will say that none of it is acceptable. None of it is acceptable from somebody who is trying to. It's from anybody. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, it's not
No,
acceptable.
it's not
Keep your
acceptable.
fucking hands off of women,
Yeah.
Even if you're a woman.
regardless. And that's as simple as it needs to be, really. It's just fucking don't beat women. I'm not gonna fucking say anything else.
That's
Now,
true. That's
now,
true.
do you think
I don't stand for any of that shit. What's that?
with as time goes by, do you think there will be more of a leniency on it? Because like think about back in the day with like, obviously it's not okay. Like
It's
Snoop Dogg,
okay.
Snoop
So
Dogg probably hit a
you
bitch,
could
right?
say,
And
okay,
then
well,
fucking-
he didn't go this far. He didn't go that far with it. He didn't do this or do that. It's yeah. At some point in time, I feel like everything will be fine for him.
Yeah.
But I feel, and I would, wish him the best, I guess. Like he's always been cool with me, but I don't condone that kind of shit, and I don't
Right.
stand. Immediately I'm just like, I don't want to work for that
For somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I feel.
so just speaking freely from my perspective of things, I just I don't let people close enough to me to ever put me in jeopardy and my family in jeopardy of anything that's going to affect me. And I think that I'm just going to stay in that little bubble and stay in the shadows and continue things. Yeah.
That's how you protect your peace, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
not dealing with a bunch of bullshit for sure.
I he's obviously going to deal with this for a while, and I know he's trying to figure things out and do better, and that's awesome. Because should he be condemned for the rest of his life because he made a mistake?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But he's obviously going to be roasted. Yeah, and a lot of people do, and I think that.
I mean, if he did it, I'm not, because, like, again, I'm reserving all judgments, and I honestly, there's a huge part of me that hopes the judge reveals some fuckery and that he's more innocent than it seems. But if it is cut and dry, like people are pretending that it is, then fuck that, dude. That's fucking insane. But I don't know.
I'm along the same lines there too. I guess it's just a weird situation right now for everybody over here, at least.
Only time will tell,
Yeah.
Y'all wanna pivot real quick?
Pivot.
Check out this thing that I just animated. I did all of it.
Okay. All right. There it is. All right. Look. Girl, I know you got a crush and you addicted to the sex though. I don't like comparisons, but I'd say you my best hoe. Every time I see her, she be rolling up the best dro. Trying to blow me up though, shorty, that will get you exposed. Don't test though. Otherwise, we have the time of our lives. Tell me, is you down to be my little dime for the night? The timing is right, baby, we can shine in the light. But you never hold me down, shorty, so try if you like. I'm not a player, I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah, shout out to Jag. I won't play the whole thing just
because pretty sweet.
You get it, but I'm so fucking proud of like just the aesthetic and the fonts and fucking yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, the vibe's hella cool.
Yeah. Fucking hit me up if you need some shit like that. Anybody. Prices are low right now because I'm desperate. I spent way too much money on the gathering. I ain't even been yet.
Shit's expensive.
Yeah. My plane ticket was $300 and the ticket itself was $200, or what was it, $300? Spent like $600.
See, I used to sell my coloring books, the Juggalo coloring book at the gathering every year, and that would cover my fucking like I walk around hustling out of a book bag, Juggalo coloring books. Anybody want one?
Hell yeah.
Fucking sell a few hundred of those every gathering and fucking pay my trip. Pay for the gathering pretty much.
Hell yeah.
So
I haven't gone since Gathering 17, and that shit was.
that was the last one I was there.
Man.
That's the last one I went to. Yeah. Was that the Wizard of the Hood, right?
Yeah, that was the Wizards one, man.
That was the last one I went to.
Yeah, too. We were all there for that.
We were all there for that, man.
Well, fucking gang, dog.
Holy
we
shit.
all fucking saw each other probably and didn't even.
We probably did all meet each other then. Like I met you a few years ago.
I was having acid and mushrooms the whole fucking time, but I was front row for Guar and the Wizard of the Hood.
Guar was fucking sweet, dude.
Was anybody in the front row that night when it was the last night when they did like Guar and shit? But this dude came. It was before Guar went on, but this dude came running from the back with this giant fucking thing of water. And he gave us all water in the front row. Oh, that shit was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Guar was in the tent, right?
I don't know. I just meant when they were on stage, like the front. Like, it was like
were they on main stage or were they in the tent?
Main stage. They were main stage. They went on right before Wizard of the Hood.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember where I was at the moment. I was in the middle of the crowd for Wizard of the Hood. So I remember I was like backstage, and I'm like, man, I don't want to sit back here and watch this from behind. I want to be out front enjoying it. So I went out in the middle of the crowd and just stood there and just absorbed it all.
Dude, watching the Wizards tripping dicks, I was like, when all those little people came out, I didn't even think they were there. I was like, oh, that's part of the screen, and I was like, oh my god, they got what? Oh my god!
I showed up to that gathering. I watched the strange music stuff. Like Strange Day was like the first day. And then fucking I stayed away from stages for like the next 2 days and just like kicked it with people and fucking, whatever, just fucking family shit. And then day 3, I woke up and fucking went straight to the main stage with some like food and drinks and acid and mushrooms and fucking, yeah, I was front row pretty much until they did, I want to say like, it was like Spin the Bottle or something like that. Like right after Wizard of the Hood was done, I was like, all right, I'm going to walk back to my tent. And shit got wild on my walk back. Fucking, I lost my shoes. I felt like I almost died. It was fucking nuts.
That'll happen. Oh, shit. I got a good story about that kind of shit, too. It was one night when Riders was at like 1 a.m. or midnight or something. And this was years before. I don't know if it was that year. It was a few years before that. But out in Illinois, I think it was. No, this was Legend Valley. Anyways, no, this was Illinois. Cave and Rock. Fuck, I'll get my story right eventually. We were in Cave and Rock, Illinois. I was tripping balls. Walking all around the gathering. Lost my keys somewhere throughout the night. I didn't know that until the next morning when we woke up. And my homie, the Real Chaos from Virginia, was sleeping in my car, and I was in my tent. I was like, hey, don't lock the door. I can't find my keys. All right. So he doesn't lock the door. I figure if we can't find the keys, we'll just hotwire the bitch. So we started walking around. I was like, we'll just retrace my steps. I'm still semi-tripping from the night before, but walked to the emergency tent. I said, hey, did anybody find a pair of keys, on a Jägermeister keychain? And they're like, no, but check the lost and found up at the info tent. So I started walking that way. I stopped at the security guards that were stationed behind the Spasmatic hangout. And I said, hey, did anybody happen to find a set of keys last night? It has a Jägermeister keychain. Dude pulled it out of his pocket and handed it to me. I'm like, are you fucking serious? The second person I asked was like, found my keys. And that was, directly where we went pretty much. It was like magical. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dude.
Like, we were all over that bitch, and that was a big fucking gathering. If you haven't been to Cave and Rock, it was huge. So it was like,
I wish I could have gone to Cave in. I heard a lot of stories from my cousin.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I did 16 fucking gatherings. It was 16 of the best years of my life, I'll tell you.
Was Cave in, was that Hog Daddies? Am I getting the names right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Hog Daddy, Hellfire. Yep. Lake Hepatitis and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Goddamn, yeah, fam.
Back when the drug bridge was a thing and fucking
oh yeah.
Dude,
I used to post up with the coloring books on the drug bridge, and stand next to the unnamed folks who were doing whatever they were getting rid of, and we were teaming up, teaming up with them. So,
word up on that Back to Gathering 17. That chicken on a stick, dog. I've never had
chicken
that
on a
in my
stick,
fucking life, dude. That chicken on a stick slapped so good.
I lived off of Stoner Bowls.
Stoner Bowls sweet too.
Pretty much like a Stoner Bowl a day, and I brought nothing but granola bars and socks.
Survival.
I figured I would need money for merch or room to bring merch home. So I was like, really, all I need is granola bars and socks. Everything else, I'll buy shirts. I'll buy myself a fucking shirt. I'm definitely going to buy some shit. So
I opted for the Into the Echo Side card game on a whim.
Oh,
I was like, yo, dog. And I still got that shit. And
that's a fun ass game. I like it a lot.
It's a fun ass game. Yeah, it's cool.
I remember we go a little deeper.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna come out with some expansions or some shit for it, but I like something of the 3 rings they were gonna do, and I don't know if they ever did or not. I can't remember.
They did a 3-ring Oracle. No, was it for Morton's List? I don't know. I can't remember either. I haven't been keeping up with it really.
They should make decks for every album.
That would be fucking
full of references. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a fucking toy box. Give me a fucking, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a crank. Turn the crank.
Give me a crank.
Pay fucking 3 mana.
Give me some crank.
To turn the crank. And either your fucking enemy, one of your enemy things dies, or like you get fucking plus whatever the fucks.
I want a card for Fudang. That's what I want.
Give me a don't mind that old thing does that. Oh, don't mind that. That old thing does that all the time. Whatever. With a jukebox on it. That's my favorite. The intro to the Great Malenko.
Oh, that shit's epic. Yeah.
The jukebox says this whole prophecy, and the lady's like, "It does that all the time."
That's that's Alice Cooper doing the voice.
Is it really? What?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, the Islander Drive or whatever the fuck wouldn't let them put it on the thing because they didn't think it. They thought it clashed. Same with Slash, same album.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's so dope though. Yeah, takes me way back.
Mr. DJ Swerves was back at the Gathering in 2012. That's dope. Cave and Rock also. You probably saw either too.
Hey, shout out to DJ Swerves though. That fool is fucking dope. He makes remixes of my music all the time.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's pretty much got a remix for like every song that's on the Love Pit. He just hasn't dropped him yet because the Love Pit hasn't dropped yet. But yeah.
So when he does remixes, is it more like just like redoing the beat with the layers, or is he chopping and screwing it or doing?
As of right now, it's just kind of like a redo. There is a little bit of chop and screw going on, but I think that like the systems that he's using or was using were pretty limited. I think that he just got a bunch of new shit though, because it seems like he's really stepping his game up. But yeah, at first it seemed to be just like switching the beat, and then from there it did get more chopped and screwed.
I'm working on one of my last solo, or my second solo album has a bunch of jack beats on it, and I didn't know they were jacked because the dude told me he made them. And
that's fucked up.
So I have to go back and do like I'm calling it 2099. So there's going to be like an album of all the songs that were jacked beats, and it's going to be called 2099. That's a Marvel thing. It's like the future. It's like an alternate universe, alternate dimension.
That's where Spider-Man came from. Spider-Man 2099.
Spider-Man 29, Ghost Rider, Hulk, all them things. Punisher 2099. Shit's dope. So yeah, the whole concept is just going to be all the songs that had jack beats are getting remade. So I had Stir Crazy do up a beat for my song Never Look Back. That'll be probably the first single I drop of that one. But it's like, dude kind of fucked me on a lot of my older music. So
yeah, that's son of a bitch.
Yeah.
What?
Whoever you are, fuck you.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's
I thought you were talking about Stir for a second.
No, Stir rules.
I was like, I can't be having no shit talked about Stir Crazy.
No, Stir Crazy.
No. This dude that I used to work with jacked a bunch of beats, and he said that they were his, and he made them, and that we could use them. And so I have this entire folder of beats that he said that I was free to use I guess
That's
I should have done more my diligence to figure out more about it. But back then we didn't really, care. If dude said he made them, I had no reason to not believe him. So,
Yeah.
I've seen him make a beat, so I knew he knew how to make a beat. And I didn't question any of the other ones. But then we started getting flagged, or we'd hear our beat with somebody else's song at a venue or some shit like that. I'm like, man. So some of the No Clue stuff that we put out, a lot of my first solo album, Fine Line, and my second solo album, The Art of Blau, has some jack beats on it. So I have to fucking fix that. I'm in the process of figuring it out. Now I have proper production in my corner, like Stir Crazy and Fritz and some others that I've been working with. Stir Crazy and Fritz produced Earth, essentially. Stir Crazy did 3 tracks on Earth, and Fritz did 2, and then Bank Hard Beats did Energy, which is the first one. So it's and then Fritz mixed and mastered it.
Stir did all but one of the beats on the Next Love Pit that I'm dropping on the first, and then the one beat he didn't make was made by Grady Finch.
Yeah, Grady's dope too. Yeah, I'd love to work with him again.
Oh, dude. I mean, I did have a little bit of troubles with the engineer, like the mixing and mastering of vocals, like working with him on that. He seemed to have initially taken a lot of liberties, which is fine because he is smarter than me when it comes to that stuff, but it just seemed a little like
everything he's mixed, the stuff he mixed for us on what song? It was on Kill. It was on a Magic Ninja Attack of the Ninja CD.
Yeah.
His mix on that to me sounded great, amazing.
Yeah,
so,
no, I'm not talking shit. It came out beautiful, and it's not the first time that I've worked with him. Every beat that I've ever got with him is fucking amazing, and his mix and master on my song Every Time We Fuck is just unmatchable.
It is so fucking good. That's my favorite Dopey song. Is Every Time.
Can I show you that real quick?
I played it up, man.
I still got that Eiffel 65 industrial metal beat that he did for me for the cover that I still got to do, and that shit's fucking awesome. It's so
I
good.
was gonna play the lyrics video, but it actually has porn in it, and it's only available on my website. So I'm gonna pull up something a little more friendly real quick.
Also, do you guys get copyright strikes for your own music on YouTube? Because I release a song on DistroKid and I'll make a video for it, and then it's like copyright. I'm like, it's my own fucking music.
I can't remember what I did to fix that, but yeah, you have to do something. Is like you have to reach out to somebody, or there's a way to fix it. I can't remember what I did to do that.
Yeah, because I just noticed last night, and I was like, what the fuck? It's all my songs. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can look into it, but I also. There's this thing you could do to make your YouTube like the official artist, your personal YouTube and official artist thing, and then that'll link to your topic.
Yeah.
I
think that's what I had to do was create an official Insane page.
Yeah, and you can do it with your current one too. You might need to have over 1,000 subscribers first, but
I definitely don't have that.
Yeah, I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. I don't use my YouTube very often.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not good at it at all.
I'm working on getting more music videos filmed. I just talked to the dude who did my Excedrin music video, and he's going to do another one for me. So we're going to have some more music videos soon.
Hell yeah. But we'll check this out real quick. It was mixed, mastered, all the things Grady Finch. I wrote the words and rapped it. Everything else is...
I'm inside your cunt while you struggle for air. You claw and you pull at my hair. So scared your eyes bulge and I feel you cry. You seize up shit yourself and I. 'Cause every time we fuck, I get this feeling that makes me wanna strangle you while you cry. I can feel your heartbeat slow while I'm in your hole. Then you shit yourself and die. Oh, erotic. I love to watch you squirm and fight for your life. I can feel your heartbeat slow while I'm in your hole. Then you shit yourself and die. You don't pay for that, I gotta save for that. I got a rape slave flame, never pay for that. You my favorite rat, and the way you sweat on the tape, my pay is a favor. Say, you get the plump booty on you, get the pump, don't tuck booty, it's true. I got that rough cuff, loving for you. I got that cum bust, love shoving your goo. I love your screams of beauty, and I wanna taste your tears as you go. You shake it till you doom, out of fumes, bada bing, bada boom.
Bitch, let your vowels go.
It everywhere, spit in my hair, licking the clip while I jizz in the air. Fizz in the tip, got a grip on a pair of firm dead tits, and it's this that we share. Bliss, not a care, kiss, Papa Bear, it's this kiss, unstoppable. They do, bitch. The smell of your asshole makes my lust limbs spray. I nuzzle your breast as I say, I love you, I thank you for your sacrifice. I wish that we could do it twice. 'Cause
Anyway,
Great song.
it's the best. Grady fucking murdered that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't hit him up in a while. I haven't talked to him in years, so I don't know. I'd like to get some production from him for something, but
For that track, I sent him a recording of me doing that in every pitch that I could. Like, from all the way from like, 'cause every time we fuck, to like, every time we fuck. Like, every fucking pitch I could get. He fucking wizarded that shit together. It was crazy.
so
That's
yeah,
not auto-tune? Is he like picking different vocal stems for that?
He did use auto-tune, but he also he used every fucking layer I sent him.
That's
He
crazy.
fucking video called me. He's like, look at this madness. Shit was good. Yep. Anyway.
yeah. Now I know what that's like though. I send Fritz so many layers to work with. It's like sometimes you just can't. I don't know. You want to make sure it's all there, and then he ends up. I don't know what he ends up using in the long run, but it ends up sounding a lot cleaner when he has his hands on it. I know that.
Yeah, I can't mix worth a shit. If I try to mix and master something, dude, oh my god!
See, I was like with Earth. I was like, I'm happy with this. The way I mixed it myself, I was happy with it. You know, I'm listening to it in my car and shit. I'm like, this sounds good to me because everything sounds clean. But then when I get the mix and masters back, I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, dude, it's
like blows my shit away.
Yeah. And you don't even
realize it's good to have somebody else's ear on it too. But he's a professional. You know, he knows what the fuck he's doing. So, you know,
that's actually good advice to any artists that are listening to this. Like, you should, even if it's not that great, you should throw your own mix on the reference that you send. That way the person that's doing it for you knows what you want.
Yeah, it kind of gives you an idea of what they're looking for.
The more it's going to feel like yours too.
Right.
So that's good. That's good shit right there. That's good wholesome shit right there.
That's some
Fritz the cat, man. Yeah, he makes my music sound amazing, so I'm happy with it.
Fritz is a G. I fucking love all the old school beats on those old school Twisted albums that he did for.
Yes.
Fucking Mirror Mirror, all that shit.
Mirror is super dope.
Hell yeah.
I still have a couple beats from him that I haven't used yet, but
I think I got one beat from him once. I can't remember what it was though.
I was talking to him yesterday about he's already working on Never Look Back 2099. He's mixing that for me right now. And then I did a clean version of one of the songs on this album just so I have it, you know, I don't know if I'll release it as a single or if I'll do anything with it. But it's like I only swear in the song twice, or no, I swear once in the song, and then I talk about smoking a joint in it. So I made a clean version it's the first time I've ever went and did that, but I feel like the song has a lot of potential in it. So I just thought I'd make another version of it. But I don't know. Some people might hate on that, but whatever.
I mean, no, dude.
No, I mean that makes sense. I think about doing that shit all the time.
Well,
it's good for if you do like all ages shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, depending on, I mean, I definitely, you know, talk a lot about some things that I don't censor myself ever, and that's why it was weird for me to do it for this one. But, yeah, I don't know. Depends on the song though, you know, like sometimes you just want to say what the fuck you feel, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
I've never done a clean version, but there's like just one song really where I just didn't really cuss in it, just not thinking about it.
Right.
And I was just like, oh,
No,
well,
yeah,
this sounds fine
that's-
and pretty hard without it. I think I say
Yeah.
shit in it once and then that's it.
I got a couple tracks that are completely clean and I didn't even mean to do that. You know, it's like I don't know. I'm learning a lot lyrically too. Like if you were to listen to an album I put out 10 years ago, like The Art of Blau to Scales last year, the evolution and the flow and everything and the writing and everything is it's come a long way, I think. So I hope people really dig the new one. But yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
Yeah.
make sure to send me all those links so that when I update all the information on this video that I can put them in there and people can check them out. It's in the
For sure.
description below.
Yeah. But yeah, we got tomorrow's the show, and then August 1st is ABK's Killer's Cookout. That's at the Diesel Concert Lounge in Chesterfield, Michigan.
It's gonna be a fun ass time.
Hell yeah!
I'll probably see you there.
You know, Killa always puts it down. He's a homie. He likes to hang out with the homies and party, and we always have a good time. So come out to Killer's Cookout on August 1st. And that's all I have booked for concert-wise right now. Try to keep, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next few months. Just trying to get some shit done, I think.
Yeah.
Focus on. I got the No Clue project. I'm supposed to be doing a collab EP with Histio.
That'd be cool.
I'm working on Neon Jesus, which is the new full length, and I'm working on the 2099 record too. So it's like musically, that's a lot, and then keeping up with the design work. So I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of shows over the next few months.
But you got a lot of your stuff on merchandise and shit, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
like all the merchandise. You know, I know you did the MNE logo and shit. I got an MNE jacket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, anything you see with the MNE logo on it, that's usually my work. You know, like that. Yeah. So yeah.
Hell yeah. That's dope.
All the shit that you'll see out on the Twisted Freak Show tour, me and Jamie put together most of that. There's like one shirt that we didn't do. Well, we had somebody else do art for it, and I put it together. But,
and that's good business.
Yeah, it is good business.
Hey, good business is the only kind of business I fuck with. I will say
straight.
That. All right.
Damn straight.
Because
it's not bad business.
If you didn't know, it's Magic Ninja.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop indeed.
No, people think that things are falling apart, but in reality, I feel like
they're
I'm just going
smoothing
to say
out.
this, speaking from myself and only myself and my point of view. Sometimes the trash takes itself out.
It's true.
So,
and there's a lot of haters out there who'll just talk shit just to talk shit. So, you know.
Damn.
I think that we're just fine and things are okay and we are doing everything we fucking can to keep things moving. So I don't know what to expect from the future of everything with the label and everything because I'm not in those meetings every day. I'm not fucking, I don't know what, I think everything's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But
But
buddy.
yeah, but also outside of that too, I'm working for shit like the Funeral Portrait and bands outside of the label too. That's keeping me busy. You know, like it's still MNE all day, every day, as far as the design work goes. But when I have the time, I do the shit for the Funeral Portrait and done some things for like. Who else? Right now, it's Kaleido, the band Kaleido out of Detroit. I don't know if you guys know them, but a lot of other things. Yeah.
Does the homie George manage Twisted? Not Twisted now. Fucking Attila.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's still doing that.
That's cool.
George has his hand in a lot of things, and he is a busy guy. And much love to him because he's the one who is responsible for everything that I've been able to put out with M&E and everything that I've been able to do with them. He's the reason I have a job.
Oh no.
My cat.
Every
bad.
time, man. Give
Hey,
it a skibbity pass.
What are you doing,
on the
bud?
floor.
Come on.
But yeah,
Come on, bud.
I'm trying to will a yeah, shout out to George for real. I'm trying to will an Attila feature into the future.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
M&E needs more
Yeah.
dopey. It needs more necrotic. It needs a little bit more Gibby Stites, but that would, I don't know. Well, you know, stuff and things.
No. But George is part of the reason why I even got on the certified site. It was like 2 tour.
Yeah, I think so. Same here.
Yeah, he put in a good word.
Yeah, we've had some moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to George.
He got mad at me for my album cover once, but I fixed it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I did a collab album where I collabed with like every M&E artist without directly speaking to George about it. And then I made album cover art with all of those artists on it. And then I hit up George and was like, hey, I did this. Is this cool? And he was like, no. And I was like, fuck, dude.
Because I mean, you gotta.
We settled on a thing though. He was cool with it being inside the booklet for the album as long as it wasn't the cover. So yeah. We figured it out. It was professional and it was fun.
I did the same thing with the Merciless cover on accident. I didn't ask Jamie first, and he was like, "That's not cool." I was like, "All right."
Yeah, it's essentially, you know,
using someone's likeness.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, I wasn't mad at all about it. I was just like, okay.
I
understand. I didn't ask.
I got to get out of here though. I got to cut it short.
Oh yeah. It's been an hour and a half almost, so yeah, we're good.
Everybody. You should stream Insane E's new album. You should buy all of his shit. You should buy everything.
Description.
July 24th. Streaming everywhere. Get it, motherfucker. Yeah. On CD now at egounlimited.fwscart.com.
Hell yeah.
Or therealinsanieric.com will get you there.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Whoop whoop.
Much love, guys. Thanks for having me.
You on, man.
Hell yeah.
I'll talk to y'all soon.
Peace out, dude. Much love.